yesterday to present the zombie post-apocalyptic steam park project. What gets you excited about thinking about that project in particular?
You know, it's really interesting. As we've built these fun projects that have themes and all of the different things we've done, we've had conversations with the team about what would you like to see us do? What would be another thing to do? And we've all had different ideas, and we've all thrown all these ideas of what would be a fun, cool next pool. And what excites me about this is that it's radically different than anything that I had ever thought of. When someone said, well, you know, a theme park 1,000 years after the zombie apocalypse happened, what would that look like? We want something like that. And that just got my head going to, I love the ancient history in the past. And I think 1,000 years ago, what's existing now here from 1,000 years ago, other than buildings that are being constantly maintained, but if something was left to the elements for 1,000 years, what would be left? And projecting 1,000 years from now, what would be here that 1,000 years from now, and how would it look? And that's just kept my brain stretching in a different way and trying to imagine how I could take something and add my twist to it in terms of what part lasted and what part didn't, what parts would still be in existence, what part wouldn't. Knowing materials and knowing how most of them weather, what would be there. Well, we've found many things on this earth that are 1,000 years old that have existed that were man-made 1,000 years ago. And so that's allowed me to sort of play in there and today with composites, with plastics, with all those things that we've been told since I was a child, that when plastics were the big new thing, and I was told, oh, they're going to fill the landfills and they'll be here for thousands and thousands of years. Well, so much of what's built today is in plastic. Will it still be here in 1,000 years if it was just left to the weather, to the ruin, to the wind and the storms and the rain and the sun and all of that? And so it's allowed me to play in that thinking, what can I imagine would still be there? And so that kind of stuff is what keeps me excited, because then I can talk to the team around me going, what do you think? What do you think? And everyone has this little different idea, this different conjuring of what something could look like. And so that's been a lot of fun.